Grant.
What? I am trying, man. These
Moment of truth.
to the positive to the negative and the positive to the yeah.
It's not spinning.
Okay, this got to be something with me then.
So fans, we just got back from O'Reilly's again. The starter we had that's in the car right now doesn't have enough power to spin it, so we got a fourth one.
There's a difference between power and it has enough juice. We have 2 batteries to it.
It's not strong enough.
Yeah. It doesn't have enough field current.
So,
Professional word.
attempt number 4. Even though our tests were not successful yesterday, we did test those starters correctly. A lot of you guys will be like saying that we didn't. With these old starters, that is actually the correct way to test them. So before you start arguments or whatever, and we just found out that literally both starters are just bad. They're just bad starters. So we have this one with the solenoid on and we'll try it.
Alright fans, I am done. We're on the 4th day of trying to start this thing, and that is a little bit ridiculous. It's cold. We went through like 3 starters here. We're on our 3rd. It's a new one with the solenoid actually part of it and not part of the fire, and not an external piece on the firewall. So we're gonna get this thing on there. I'm not gonna test it. I'm just gonna put it on there because I am tired of getting this, and this engine should not be waiting anymore. It wants to start.
Day 7! Give it up for day 7! Day 7!
Okay, anyway, we had a little bit of issues with the starter. That it was more of like we were getting a weird voltage drop on there. It turned out to have resistance, and like the wire actually had corrosion in the wire. It was old wire because we're cheap, or whatever you want to call it. The Amazon guy is here.
Quick, action zoom on Amazon guy.
Yeah, we gotta get the
Alright, you go get your stuff. I'll keep going. So essentially, we were burning through starters. Well, starter number 3 just didn't fit right because of the bell housing. But we burned through like 4 starters now. Ended up the engine was hydro locked because we overflooded it, right? So now we're taking out all the spark plugs. We're just gonna get all the gas out of it and then put everything back together. Hopefully start it. Mr. Paul, our cameraman, will not be here, so we were going to do this cheaply by the little GoPro mount I put on the roof. And we'll see what's happening. Grant, what did we get today?
Oh,
is this fan mail?
John, no one likes this.
You're right.
What are you talking about? No, it's marine connectors.
For what? Oh.
For the wiring that
You still have to solder today?
No, I got around all that.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so fans, let's get this done.
We are going to dump the engine of fuel right now. We will not have the fuel pump working at all, so we're just going to turn over the engine. John's going to make sure that we have spark over there.
Spark!
Actually, you know what? As fuel is being spitted out violently from the engine while making a spark near John sounds horrible.
I kind of like the idea.
Anyway, we're just gonna try to spit out fuel. So.
Fans, look how properly gapped these are. You like that?
John did that.
Yeah, your father. I did that. I also fixed the steering system just to remind Grant again. All right, ready?
So should we stand like far back? Like what's this?
Yeah, it'll be fun here. Grant.
What? Is it spinning the pulley?
Go again. Yep.
We're good. Everything's working. Is there fuel spinning out? Gotta watch for it.
I don't see any.
Okay.
I smell
I
fuel.
can smell it though.
Yeah, I smell it. None on this side. Yeah, you're good. It's slowing down.
What?
It's starting to slow down a little.
Yeah, it is because I mean that takes a huge amount of juice to spin that thing, and we're spinning the whole engine still. And you see how fast it's spinning. So.
All right.
Everything's looking good. I'm getting good volts on there. Fans, so come over here. Let's look at what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's definitely
So I have I'm watching voltage drop on there, just watching, make sure that the starter motor is actually doing all right on that. I have it connected, sitting over there, as well as I'm watching voltage over the whole system. So, you know, this is our ignition. We're using the starter button. Around 7 volts. Should be fine. Okay, I guess it's day 9, but like...
Day 9 of this episode.
It's start 2. Like, this is our second attempt.
Long story short, water leak, not leaking.
Yeah, we had a little minor hiccup on that. Now it's not leaking. I cycled the engine through. So now we're going to try to get this engine to rotate on its own without the help of batteries.
Alright, let's get it done.
Yeah, let's do that. Try that. So we're going to have some starter fluid so I don't have to rely on the gasoline.
Safety first, fans, earplugs, and hats forward. Now here I might not be wearing safety glasses, but don't worry, I got hard contacts in.
Shut up, John.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the fuel pump a bit.
You want me on throttle?
Alright, so John, you're gonna take the starter fluid, just do like a little tss, tss.
Okay.
Just like, I'm saying like tss.
From like here?
Tss.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, just tss.
Right now?
No. You gotta go closer.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do that a little bit. Because the problem is we're getting plenty of air.
I see it's spinning well now, though.
Yeah, it's spinning on it's starting to catch on its own.
Baby.
You gotta go closer.
Okay.
Okay.
Baby.
So fans, after multiple attempts of trying to start the vehicle, John, what's happened?
Somebody, I'm not going to say names now, did not put the plug wires on all the way. Now, it's a family house. We're not going to say names. But let's just say that person is a dingus. Don't look at me like that. It could be any one of us.
All right. Someone was putting the plugs on over here, and I happen to have that side.
Do we have
So,
video? Wait, do we have video proof of anyone putting plugs on?
No.
Great. Fans, it could be anyone. She's done.
Hey fans, so we realized that our starting issues was more related to this little silly buddy. So we ripped everything out, I was off a tooth and all that. One tooth on there. I'm really mad at myself when I was building it, but these are the kind of things and setbacks that happen. But you know, it's something we all have to do. We all got to make mistakes and all that. I made a clinical one, but you know, we're gonna learn from it. We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna get this thing started. I know you're hanging on. We are coming late on this, but hey, we're just gonna start this thing, and we're gonna make it fast. The fuel pressure is exactly. Oh, ooh, it smells like fuel. So we're at 6.
6?
6.
So we should be able to start.
Yes. Ah, I have to plug it in. I didn't plug it in.
Grant! Fans, what are we gonna do with this man?
No Mr. Paul today. Earbuds?
Oh, I am.
You're getting that serious?
There's a lot of fuel in there.
Come on.
Yep.
Bitch.
Yep.
Can you, like, seriously not?
What?
Because if it's, like, we tried this 20,000 times.
After this one, I will.
No. I'm not a fan of this. Oh.
Okay, now I'll stop filming.
How'd that look? I wasn't even looking at it.
Look.
Corolla didn't really start. We had some smoke. We had some sputtering. It feels and seems like it's firing on an exhaust stroke, but it's properly timed. I took the timing chain cover off. You guys saw that, and we redid that. So we know the ignition is on. We know we're getting spark. We know we're getting fuel, and ignition is timed appropriately. After Mitch looking at, and we got a new carb. So right now, I'm thinking that the push rods might be a little bit too long. We may have some valve issues, so it's firing a little, like we have some valves opening too early. So I'm thinking the push rods might be just too long, and the valves are just, and the rockers are just wrong. So we picked up from the original head, the 98 Explorer, and that will make this engine almost stock to a 98 Explorer, but with like a funky cam. But you know, you don't need different push rods for that. We're gonna put the stock ones in, which happen to be, the rockers are at 1.6 ratio, just like the Scorpion roller ones. But we're just gonna go back to stock, make the thing work, then we can worry about actually putting in really nice parts. So, like and subscribe, Crap Box Cars.